Did you know that Porsche made tractors? Well, they did. And here is one right here. This is a Porsche 108 Junior Diesel, and we're going to show you a little bit about it and how to start it. I'm Justin.
And I am Aaron.
And this is Husman Bros. And thanks for watching. Subscribe down below for more great content like this. And if you like the shirt, that'll be linked down below as well. So what we have here is the origins of Porsche.
Absolutely. So, little backstory. Justin and I, we are raised by family from Iowa, so we are some farm boys at heart, and our grandfather even grew up selling tractors, but he never sold tractors quite like this.
No, I don't think there are many tractors quite like this. So this is really the origin story of Porsche. One of the things that really strikes me about this tractor is that it's a tool, but it's beautiful. Tools really can be beautiful, and I think this really is, with the lines and all of it, it's a Porsche all the way through.
Yeah, like we said, this is the origins of Porsche. This is where Porsche started out. Old man Porsche made tractors, and beautiful tractors at that.
Absolutely.
Now, young man Porsche, very Porsche, he came along and he didn't want to work the fields. He wanted to work the corners, and that's where we got the beautiful sports cars that we all love and the reason we know Porsche in the first place. But in order to know what you're loving right now, you got to know where it came from. What are the origins? And here it is right here, the origins of Porsche.
So what are the specs on this tractor? 500, 600 horsepower?
Yeah, these things were fast, man. We had a whopping 14 horsepower in this tractor, and it has an engine that is 822 cc's.
3 speeds, 2 hitches, one in the front, one in the back. This is a tool. Now, there were a couple different models of the Porsche tractors. There were narrower ones for working vineyards, and then there's bigger tractors. If you have a bigger organization, you could do that. These are fairly rare here in the States.
So this is the base model of the tractor.
Yes.
So the Carrera, if you will.
Yes, but there was another one here in Dallas that's much narrower. It's a vineyard tractor for traveling between the vines. Now, this one has been customized. No Porsche guy can leave them alone, right? So this has seats on the fender for grandchildren riding. It's got a little platform back here for the parents to make sure the grandchildren don't fall off, so they have to yell at grandpa. But ultimately, sitting here, I could understand how a farmer could really be the king of his castle.
Well, it'd be the life, right? Just riding this tractor, working the fields.
Right. Farm living, it's the life for me.
And a lot simpler than life these days, right?
Right, exactly. Should we start this up?
Oh, let's do it.
Let's do it.
I'm looking forward to it.
All right, Aaron, so there's a lot of levers here.
Yep. This is a simple tractor, but it is a complicated experience getting it started.
So why don't we walk through everything that we're looking at first?
Okay, so let's first talk about pedals because we've got a few of them here. Over here, we have the brake pedals. Down here, this little pedal below is the gas pedal, which makes it kind of dangerous with our big feet these days because you can be pressing the brake and also hitting the gas as well. So when you're pressing the brake, you need to be using your heel up here to press the brake so you don't press on the gas as well. So down here in the middle, we've got high and low transmission. We got a gear shift right here. Gear shift shows reverse up at the top left, 1 at the bottom left, 2 at the top right, and 3 at the bottom right. Now, this isn't going from first gear to second gear to third gear. This is just a matter of speeds.
Each one had its own purpose.
Absolutely. 1 is going to be plowing the fields, something where you're tugging on some things, pulling those roots out. 2 is medium speed, and that's going to be for a little bit more pace. And 3 is going to be your high speed.
That's dinner bell.
Yeah, that's when you want to get in, you want to go to town. That'll go up probably about 18, 20 miles an hour. Over on the left side, we've got 1 pedal, and this is the clutch. Clutch presses in, just like you would expect it to.
Now, what do we have going on up here?
So there's 2 ways to go gas on this one. You've got this lever right here that twists down, and then, of course, you got the pedal that I showed you earlier. Elsewhere, you've got the key. Now, the ignition shows 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it would make sense to think that you push the key in and you twist it to the side to the right to turn it on, but you'd be wrong because these, all they do is just turn on the lights, the front lights, the back lights, and so that's what the different settings do in the ignition spot. So we're actually going to start this out from the 0 position. And then elsewhere we have, of course, the motor temperature, but we've got the starter is right here, but this is a diesel tractor, so you got to make sure the glow plugs warm up, and the glow plug indicator is this right in the center, this metal cap here, and once you start to pull this out, you will see the light start to glow inside, and then you'll know it's ready to start.
Okay, now I gotta hear what this sounds like. We should open some doors so we don't die, but let's fire it up.
Let's do it.
So what's the process to start it?
Now, the first thing you want to do to get it started is you want to make sure your key is making contact and it is in the right position.
I think the first thing you want to do is make sure it's in neutral so you don't run into that one of 1700 car.
That's a fair point. So we've got it in neutral.
Double check.
Yep, moves nice and gently there. I've got my foot on the brake, which is going to be very
That's a
important for
plus,
that as
certainly.
well. I've got my clutch pushed in. I've got the key pushed in all the way, so it makes contact, and I can see from the 2 lights on the dashboard here.
And you have it at setting 0, right?
I have it at setting 0. 0 works, 1 works. It just matter what lights you want to make sure you got on. But we're inside. We got lights, so we're in good shape. I've got the key making contact, I've got my brake on, I've got my clutch on, I've got it in neutral, and I have pulled out the knob about halfway so that the glow plugs are glowing. I can now see the light in the middle of the dash to indicate they're glowing, and so now all I need to do is pull all the way on this stick.
Go for it. There you go.
Keep gas going.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Well, there you have it. This Iowa farm boy has finally started his very first tractor.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.